Suradze Dwyer and welcome to Tamada's table. Tamada is the toast master in Georgian language and this is his table or supra in Georgian. Today, together with you and Tamada, we will be making Georgian cheese bread Khachapuri. Khacha means cottage cheese and puri means bread. And Khachapuri is very much loved in Georgia as much as pizza in the United States. There are so many different recipes in Georgia of Khachapuri, but we will be making the most common flat rounds from Imereti region. For Imeruli Khachapuri, we need all-purpose flour, 3 cups. We need 1 teaspoon of baking powder and we need ½ spoon of salt. We need yogurt. In Georgia we use mazzoni and every Georgian cook has mazzoni on hand because that's how we welcome guests who come unexpectedly to our house. We make cheese bread Khachapuri. So I have around 1½ cup of yogurt, but I don't have mazzoni here. It's difficult to find in the United States. So I'm just using natural Greek yogurt, which is a little bit thicker, but still a great substitute. Or if you don't have yogurt, you can use sour cream. And also 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar and 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. It can be any type of vegetable oil. I use canola. Now for the filling. In Georgia we use Sulguni and Imeruli cheeses, but difficult to find here. So what I do, the combination of feta, and this is about ½ pound of feta. I use domestic feta. You can use any kind of feta, but I like domestic feta because it doesn't have distinctive taste. And about 4 cups or 1.5 pound of grated mozzarella cheese. Here it is. And 1 egg, which I will be mixing together for the filling. And when Khachapuri is ready, we will take small pieces of butter. Here is our butter, and it should be of course unsalted. And we will be softening the crust of Khachapuri, and it will be delicious. So I will start with the flour, and first of all I will sift the flour because it will be light and airy, and that's what we need for good Khachapuri. I sifted flour, and now I will measure 3 cups of flour. And now I will be adding other dry ingredients. Salt, ½ of the teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and it can be heaped. Of course, yogurt mazzoni, but before I will be adding other ingredients, I just want to do a well in the flour. That's how it is. And I will be adding yogurt. Now I will add some vegetable oil. It's, as I mentioned, it's 1/4 of the cup. Here we are. And 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. But now we have all the ingredients for the dough in the large bowl, and the fun starts now. Let's mix it. Now it's better to start like combining all the ingredients with your hands. So that's exactly what I will do. I will behave in New York like Georgians do in the villages and in the kitchens of Tbilisi. So it took me about 2-3 minutes to knead this dough. It's actually very smooth and it's not sticky. You see that it's not sticky to my hands. So you just need, you know, to make a nice ball, and then, here it is, then cover it with the plastic and put it aside. My dough is ready and I put it aside to rest, so this is excellent time to prepare your cheese filling. And I will be using mozzarella. I will add some feta cheese, and you don't have to grate it, you can just crumble it with your hands like that. Look, and then mix it well. So my cheese is mixed well. Now I will be adding an egg. Now the main thing, it's not the difficult process, but the main thing is you to have some patience and just to mix these 3 ingredients, or actually 2 ingredients. 2 cheeses and an egg together. So I mixed with the wooden spoon, but actually, you know what, it's better to continue mixing the ingredients with your hands. Here are my hands, and of course I washed them again. And here, that's how you do it. My dough is ready, and my cheese filling is ready. So you can see how the dough looks. It's white, smooth, and it's not sticking to my, it's slightly moist, but it's not sticking to my hands. That's my dough. So I'll cut this dough into 2 portions because I will be making 2 10-inch khachapuri. So I will be cutting, and then you can just like a little bit knead it on the surface. Cover it with plastic because you don't need it now. And put it aside. We will be making 1 khachapuri now. The same do with your filling, just divide it into 2 parts. That's how I make it. Now we have this very pretty dough ball. I floured the working surface, so now I can roll it. And I will roll it to the 11-inch round. So I rolled the dough, and now I will add the cheese filling, and I'll put it in the center, and then with your spatula you can just spread it to the edges of the khachapuri. And now I will be just pinching with my hands, of course. So it looks like beggar's purse, right? With cheese inside. So my khachapuri is now perfect, and I will be flattening it with my hands, and some cooks like to use palm to do this, like that. Or you can use the roller, but do it very tenderly, because khachapuri doesn't need much pressure on it. So my khachapuri is ready. What I will do next, I'll put on medium-high heat my skillet, because it needs to be very hot, and you don't grease it with anything, it's just the skillet. So it's hot enough, and then I will take khachapuri and I'll just put it on the skillet, and it will cook for 3-4 minutes per side. Now this side is ready, so what I will do, I will just turn it around. Very good. Khachapuri is ready, so I'm taking it and putting it on the plate. So my second khachapuri is ready, and what I will do, I'll put this khachapuri on the top of the first one. But don't forget about the last step, which is a dot of unsalted butter on the top of khachapuri. Because without this step, khachapuri won't really be what it should be. So, dear guests of Tamada's table, today we made khachapuri, and it's traditional Georgian cheese bread. So, that's how the final product looks. is delicious, and if you like the recipe, please come back for more and subscribe to Tamada's Table channel.